Hey y'all, my name is Christian. I'm a millennial, and this is the Millennial Mind. Millennials get a bad rap for being lazy, non-productive members of society. We also get told that our opinions are warped and don't matter. This podcast is designed to express a point of view on the world as a whole, but from a millennial's perspective. I will talk about love, current events, pretty much everything that comes to mind. Come join me on this journey on speaking my mind, and I would love for you to speak your mind as well. This podcast is sponsored by Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere, even on platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Once again, you can download the Anchor app, that's ANCHOR, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hey y'all! Welcome to another episode of The Millennial Mind. Thank you again, as I say always, thank you so much for joining me on this journey of speaking my mind, and I hope that all of you are speaking your mind as well. Thank you for your comments on the last episode pertaining to Michael Vick. You guys had a lot to say pertaining to that situation. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for expressing yourselves. Even if our opinions differed on the matter, I believe that different opinions make the world go round. And it's interesting to hear other people's perspective on the matter. Doesn't mean that one is right, doesn't mean that one is wrong. It just means that we all have different opinions. So thank you again for your thoughts and ideas pertaining to that episode. Other than that, I thought I would have a winner today for the giveaway, but no one emailed me. So that's neither here nor there. I'm still going to do the giveaway. Someone will reply or do what's necessary to win. I am very hopeful, and I will give you more information about that later on in the episode. But I want to get straight into what I wanted to talk about today. With Christmas coming up and the holidays in general, people are coming up with their wish list as far as what they want for Christmas. And I've come up with my wish list for Christmas. It's pretty extreme, but in an ideal world, this is what I would want. If I could have anything in the world, this will be my bucket list for Christmas. So I have 10 items. 10 items of things that I would like to have for Christmas. We'll see if they'll happen or not. We'll see if my husband will bless me with some of these items. We'll see. But I'll get straight into it. So one of the first things that I put on my wish list for Christmas is for someone to pay off my student loans or a bill. Okay? I know that this is a wish for a lot of people. I would say a lot of millennials, because we went to college thinking that we were going to get a bomb job coming out of college, and we ended up working at McDonald's. Sad but true. So a lot of us have student loans that are through the roof, okay? The way my student loans are set up, I could buy me a 5-bedroom house, 3 full bathrooms, and we'll throw in a half bath in there, 3-car garage, a long driveway, brick for that matter, sitting on like 10 acres of land. That's probably pretty dramatic, but that's how big I feel like my student loans are. So if anyone is feeling real charitable and wants to bless a sister, email me, please. I will be more than happy to accept the offer. But I do feel like I'm going to pay off my student loans eventually. But if we're in the near future, probably not. So, pay off student loans. I set a bill. I'm going to revert back to my student loans. Forget the bills. My student loans. If someone could pay that off, if someone like Bill Gates or who's the guy that's over Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, if they want to have a tax write-off, holler at your girl, okay? That your girl is in need of some help, okay? So that's the first one, pay off my student loans. The second wish that I have on my crazy wish list for Christmas is a trip around the world. If you've listened to previous podcasts, you'll know that I love to travel, not only going to see different cultures and being in different environments, but I like the physical act of traveling. Like putting all of my suitcases in the car to go on the road trip to New Orleans, or hurrying through an airport to try to catch my flight to Jamaica. I just like the whole aspect of it. So a trip around the world would be amazing. Like I would start in, the continental U.S. because there's plenty of places in the United States that I have not been. Like, for example, I have not been to Miami, which is sad. Of all the places I've been to in the U.S., I have not been to Miami. That's like one thing I would want to do. I think what I would want to do is start from the West Coast and then work my way over to the East Coast and then catch a flight. Well, I would end in New York, somehow end up in New York, take a flight from New York, to like Spain or England, one of the two, and then kind of go through Europe and then Asia and then end up in Australia. I know that's like a lot of places, but and of course Africa. Go through Africa. That's like a must for me. But going through all those places and just kind of taking my time. I feel like a trip like that would be more than a year. So if I had the money and the resources, I would take a trip around the world because I just love to travel. I love to see different environments, different people. I like meeting new people. I like experiencing new things. It's just something that I thoroughly enjoy. I don't know if you call that a hobby. I'm going to call it a hobby. It's an expensive hobby, but a hobby nonetheless. I love to do it. So, if anyone have any ideas as far as how I can make that happen, let me know. I think there are some cruises that do that. And I know they're over the course of a few months or maybe several months. And I know that they're real expensive, but I would even be open to that because I just love to travel. So that's number 2 on my wish list. The third thing that I would love to have for Christmas is a flying car. Now, I know that I know they're working on it, it's forthcoming. Um, but I want to be alive to see it. I want to be alive to actually drive one. And I've been talking about that since I was a little girl, like in the 90s, saying, oh, when I get older, I want to have a flying car. Whoa, somebody needs to hurry up and put one out. I am waiting. Multiple people are waiting. It's just that, when you think about the millennium of the 2000s, you automatically think, oh, like flying cars gotta be in there somewhere. We gotta have them in this millennium. Hopefully before I die. That would be great. But I would love a flying car. That would be awesome. Just to, say like, oh, I was in the flying car just like the Jetsons. It would just be fun to see, and it would be, of course, it would be technologically advanced. It would just be cool to see. I don't know with people's driving skills though. I'm not sure how that would transfer to the sky. We'll see how that works. But at least for me, I feel like I'm a good driver. That's pretty cocky, but I feel like I am. My husband will probably dispute me on that, but that's okay. Fight me if you want. I feel like I'm a good driver, so I feel like I will be okay. So whoever is working on flying cars, hurry it up so that I could get my hands on one. Okay, moving right along. The fourth thing that's on my crazy wish list for Christmas, I would love to do a space mission. This seems pretty bizarre, and people who know me are probably like, Christian, what are you talking about? But just the thought of me being on a spacecraft and going beyond this atmosphere into a completely different place where gravity does not exist, and you can see the solar system that we learn about since we were kids. That would be amazing to see. I would love to see it. And that will be something that's clearly out of our environment, out of this world, so to speak. And I think astronauts, they're like very brave and very courageous to do a mission like that, going through various spheres, not knowing, how the spacecraft or how they as a person, how their bodies are going to react to the change. It's just amazing. But I would just love the view. I guess I'm adventurous in that respect. But I would love to do a space mission. So does NASA, do they take volunteers? My husband's probably going to be like, Christian, what are you talking about? But I would love to do one. I would love to do one. I would have to, of course, look into the safety precautions, of course. Of course, I would be risking my life, I'm sure. I would love to do one. So, NASA, hit me up, okay? Okay, y'all, I'm going to get into the other wishes that I have. But we're going to take a quick little break so we can hear a word from our sponsor. Hey, y'all, welcome back. I'm going to get right back into my crazy Christmas wish list. And just to recap the items that I went through so far. First one, someone to pay off my student loans or bill, preferably student loans. 2, trip around the world. Number 3, a flying car. Number 4, a space mission. Now, moving right along, we're on number 5. Well, so the fifth thing that I wish could be a gift from me for Christmas is to be friends with whoever makes US currency. Like, who is the person? We know that dollar bills and coins are made. Okay, that's not, a strange concept. We know it's made. Who makes it? I want to be friends with you, so you could put me some money on the side, like a few 100,000 or millions, whichever you prefer, how benevolent you're feeling. Like, please, who is this person? Does anyone know? Like, who really be manufacturing this? Who be printing the bills? And I'm not talking about the counterfeit. Not talking about that. I'm talking about the real money. Where do they print? Is this at the Federal Reserve? I don't know. I just want to know, whoever is printing these bills, I want to be your friend. Please be my friend. Please be my friend. I will be a good friend, I promise. Like, who makes these bills? Like who does it? I just want to know. Just give me a name. I won't tell everyone who this person is for confidentiality purposes. I know about confidentiality. I'm well aware of that. So I'm not just going to spill the beans. I can keep a secret. Just let me know. I just want to ask him or her for a favor. Please and thank you. Okay. Number 6. I want to have the ability to eat anything I want without getting fat. And I think a lot of people would say amen to this. Like, if I could eat a double cheeseburger with fries and a strawberry milkshake every day without getting fat, I would. Without getting fat or without getting sick. Let's throw that in there too. I don't want to get fat and then I don't want to get sick. Or have Taco Tuesday every day. Come on now. Hello. Like, I would love all of that. All of the things. Okay? Like, no pudge. Just have, a 6-pack with like bomb legs and killer arms just every day. And I'm eating whatever I want. Like, what better world would we live in? I think people will be more nice if they have if they could eat whatever they want and not get fat. I'm sure of it. I will bet some money on it. Because, when you're fat and when you're bloated, you're in a bad mood. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want nobody to look at your pudge. And then when people point it out, it just makes you more upset. Like, nobody wants that. Who wants that in life? Who wants that constantly in life? I don't. I bet you don't either. So come on now. Somebody needs to come up with something where I can eat anything I want and not gain a pound or an inch. No pound, no inches. My inches stay together. My pounds stay together. My fat thingy, what is that, BMI? I don't know. But whatever. That stays on point. Okay? Somebody help me, please. I just need some help and guidance. Okay. Okay, so that is number 6. Number 6, eat anything I want without getting fat. Number 7 on my crazy Christmas wish list. I want to have the ability to do everything like my mama. My mom, she is my superhero. She does everything really well. Like, my mom, she's very creative. She can cook well, she can sew, she's good with decorations. She's just really good with her hands. Like, I feel like my mom, she could build a desk if she wanted to. Like if somebody gave her like different parts to put together for a desk, she could do it because she's just really good with her hands, really handy, really just really good. Now, when I was born, I did not inherit none of that from her. None. Okay? Can you say mad as heck? I am super upset. Now the cooking, I'm, getting the hang of. Now, I can't, like, cook her yeast rolls or, you know, certain other stuff that she's been cooking for a while that are, like, really signature to her. I'm trying to get those down. But my mom, like, she don't measure. She just put the ingredients in her hand, throw them in the pot, throw them in the oven, and call it a day. And I'm like, well, how much did you put in there? She'd be like, child, I don't know. It's just, I just put a handful of this, a handful of that, a pinch of this, a pinch of that. This does not help me at all because I do a handful of this and a handful of that, a pinch of this and a pinch of that, and my food be turning out like who done it. And I'll be turning out right, but my mom, she does it, and it's like perfect. So my mom is like, she's the person that I look up to as far as being like an ultra woman. She does it all. She works. She when she comes home, she's Betty Crocker. She cleans. She's educated. She's intelligent. Like, if I could be half of the woman she is, I feel like I'd be doing good. Okay. Enough of that. We'll move on. The eighth thing that I would love to have for Christmas is the ability to shop at Walmart with no one else there. Now, let me explain what I'm talking about. When I come up with the idea that, hey, I need to go to Walmart because I have to get such and such, I feel stressed. Because first of all, there's too many people in Walmart. I can't deal. I cannot. And then with the people who are in Walmart, there are some characters in Walmart. I've seen people in Walmart who are like close to naked, and they just come up in there and do what they gotta do and get out the store, act like they are not wearing like a sheer curtain as a dress. It's like what is going on? Some women be coming in there with like slippers and curlers in their hair and looking like they just took a break from being under the dryer at their beauticians, at their hairdresser, at the salon. It's like, what is going on? And then fights be breaking out at Walmart and people be getting upset. People be cutting lines. It's just too much. And I'd be getting stressed. I'm like, okay, I go to Walmart. Let me mentally prepare myself for the foolery that is about to ensue. Because it usually is. So if I could have a time where whenever I personally go into Walmart, everybody else disappears, that would be a wonderful shopping experience for me. No kids, running around and me trying not to run them over with my cart. Nobody running me over with their carts. No fights. Nobody, fighting over stuff. It would just be nice and calm because I would be the only one in there. I would be able to find stuff too because there wouldn't be, 30 other people trying to get Purdue chicken. Okay? I'd be the only one getting chicken. It would be wonderful. Like, I would love it. It would be stress-free for me. I could find a parking spot. I won't have to park all the way in the back in Timbuktu, like 5 states away from Walmart because everybody and their mama is there. I wouldn't have to do none of that. Do you know how much happier people would be? Or how happier I would be? Let's just take this personally. How happier I would be if I didn't have to come into contact with anyone at Walmart. Anyone. It will be a wonderful world for me. I'm just saying. Okay, y'all. I'm going to take another break, one more break, and then we're going to finish up the last two items on my list. And we'll go from there. So we'll hear another word from our sponsor. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. Okay, let's finish up these last two items that I have. So two more items left on my crazy Christmas wish list. The ninth thing that I have on my wish list is for my curls to be popping. Okay, for all my natural girls out there, especially I'm talking about type 4 hair, where your hair is like really coily and kinky. It's hard to really define your curls. I have 4C hair. And if anyone else has 4C hair, it's like the kinkiest of all the hair types. Real kinky, real coily. My hair is hard to moisturize. It's just a lot of stuff going on with my hair that I did not expect. And then you see these girls on YouTube. They're like, oh, I have 4C hair. And then look at my curls, they're popping. And you try to replicate what they're doing, and it turns out all types of wrong. Okay? If I could have a day where my curls are like really popping and defined, I would be so happy. So happy. Like that would make my day. If anyone has advice as far as how to define like 4C hair, please let me know, because I just be on the struggle bus. I don't know. I don't know. Help me out. But if I could have a day, just give me a day or an hour. I'll take an hour. An hour where my curls are like together. That would be a wonderful day for me. So if you have any ideas, let me know. And then the final thing, number 10 on my crazy Christmas wish list that I would love to have for Christmas. And that is to touch the hem of Beyonce's garment or have floor seats to one of her concerts. Now, I stan Beyonce. I love Beyonce. I follow Beyonce since Destiny's Child, up until when she started her solo career, up until the point where she is now. Like, I love her. Okay? I love everything that she embodies. She's a confident woman, but she's humble about it. And she's sexy. She's pretty. It's just a whole lot going on. Now, I just want to I don't even have to like meet her, but just touch her garment, just like touch her dress. I would be happy. I would be happy. I would be even more happy if I have floor seats, because I feel like if you go to see a Beyonce concert, you have to get floor seats. Because and I'm not talking about just any kind of floor seats. I'm talking about right in the front row. I want to smell her breath on my face when she sings. I want to see the spit come from her mouth to my face. That's how close I want to be. Okay. It's real dramatic, but that's how close I want to be. I want to see the sweat coming out from her wig. I want to see it all. Okay? So, if you're a Beyonce fan, you probably know what I mean. But if you see how much her tickets cost, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll catch her on Netflix or YouTube or something like that. Because her tickets are expensive. But I feel like one day I need to treat myself to a Beyonce concert. Just once. Just treat myself. And it's long overdue. Long overdue. One day I'll get there, but for right now, I'll just be a Beyonce fan on the sidelines, okay? So that is my crazy Christmas wish list. I'll recap again. 1, pay off my student loans. Number 2, trip around the world. Number 3, a flying car. Number 4, a space mission. Number 5, be friends with the person who makes all U.S. currency. Number 6, the ability to eat anything I want without getting fat or sick. Number 7, to be able to do everything just like my mom. Number 8, the ability to shop at Walmart with no one else being there. Number 9, for my curls to be popping. And number 10, to touch the hem of Beyonce's garment, or alternatively, have floor seats to a Beyonce concert. So my question to you is, what is your crazy Christmas list? And email me. And we'll make that part of the giveaway. So for this week's giveaway, email me at mindofmillennials@gmail.com. Email me your top 5 wishes for Christmas. And what I'll do is I will give you a gift. So email me at mindofmillennials@gmail.com and give me your top 5 most craziest wishes that you have for Christmas. And I will be benevolent and give you a gift for that. Make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you like the Millennial Mind Facebook page. Share your thoughts, share your comments, your topic ideas on that page. Also, the Millennial Mind is available on Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, and Pocket Casts. Usually I have a quote, but I forgot to get one this week. Don't judge me. But I hope that you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever holiday you celebrate during this period. I hope that you have a happy holiday. And until next week, I will see you soon.